Yes, right there. Thank God it's Friday. I feel like Friday is God's way of saying, good job, you've done well during the week.
Yeah, of course. So that's why Friday sees more smiles than the rest, and trust us to come with the perfect show that matches the energy.
It's the TGIF edition of ESplash. Time to let your hair down and have some fun. Let's celebrate the wins and losses that has made this week significant in style.
As usual, we have the right playlist to make you dance away the stress and get you in the mood for the weekend.
Remember, you can watch the show on the go via website, which is www.tvcentertainment.tv, or on our X platform, which is at TVC Connect, and not forgetting our Instagram fan page, which is at ESplash_TVC. All right, that being said, you know my name. My name is Catherine. Y'all know me as LadyCath, her royal hotness. Queen Cat, her royal hotness. Kit Kat, the person, not the chocolate, baby. Kitty Kata, Kate of the Kate Cruise, baby.
It's your homegirl right here. It's your girlfriend next door. It is the jewel in the crown. It's the hostess with the mostest, baby. It is Honey Money. It is Honey Rubber. It is Honey on Point. It is Honey Flames. It's Friday. Let's do this.
So we've got an exciting TGIF show lined up for you today. First up, we'll be bringing you the latest updates with our entertainment news segment.
Following that, we'll be diving into the wild and crazy world of social media and social view, which will be brought to us by Catherine.
And we will then be joined by our guest for today, after which we'll wrap up the show for the week with a reminder that
happiness is free.
Freedom at last. Let's go on this break. We'll be back. All right, welcome back to the show, guys. It is now time for entertainment news. And we're starting with this very one. Ruga calls out former record label Jonesing World. Nigerian singer Ruga has finally broken his silence on why he left his former record label Jonesing World, owned by the Prince. Ruga shared in a post on his X platform that he left Jonesing World because the label got too comfortable with the money they were making off him, as they couldn't push him any longer. He further appreciated the label for introducing him to the world, but stated that he couldn't renegotiate a new 5-year extension because he couldn't imagine 5 more years without action. He wrote, and I quote, "As much as I'm very appreciative of the fact that Jonesing World introduced me to the world, I just couldn't continue with them because they got too comfortable with the money they were making from me and couldn't push me further as I wanted to be pushed. Was supposed to renegotiate the contract, but I couldn't imagine 5 more years without action," end of quote. In another post, he shared his displeasure that the label was using the money they made off him to push new artists without his knowledge writing. "They use my money, they fund new artists, leaving me in the dark, not being transparent. I just laughed. How he be now," end of quote. Ruga also insinuated that he fears for his life, writing, "Many things to talk, but then fee go wait for me for a link breed. Stab me, water, water," end of quote. Ruga has since taken to his Instagram page to issue an apology via video to all those concerned, including Jonesing World, which he called out. He stated that he was in his feelings making those tweets, thereby promising that the action won't repeat itself again, as he just wants to live his life in peace and do what he loves, which is making music. This social media outburst by Ruga comes after the release of a new collaboration with Benson titled Paul, which is coming ahead of his upcoming joint EP titled R&B. After his exit from the Jonesing World, Ruga has gone ahead to set up his own record label called Blown Boy Entertainment, and all his releases this year have been under the label.
Yeah, that was a mouthful. I really don't see anything wrong with this. I don't see anything wrong with it because people grow. That is, people and that is on Ruga's side, people grow and they can see, you know, they're appreciative of where you picked them from, but now they have grown and they can see more and they want more for themselves. But when it comes to the record label, people become very complacent sometimes. You know, they just go and just rest on their oars and they're not doing so much. And when a human being is involved and there is no growth, you don't want to stay anywhere that is no growth. Especially when it now becomes like a routine to you every time. You don't want to do that. So I don't see anything wrong with that. I just like it when people just part ways amicably. Well, it might not be, I mean, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that it must be, but then just so that people will not be wagging their tongues and be saying nonsense. Just make it very mature and just go your way. You already know what you're going for. True. I think so. That's my take.
So when he put up those tweets on social media already, people were already saying he's ungrateful after all they did for him. Is this how he's going to treat them? Is this how he's going to...
So what should he do? He should stay there forever.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, we've seen so many artists leave the record labels that they started with, and they went ahead, they fought ahead to grow their own record labels, and they're still doing well.
You might not even have, it is not even a thing, it is not a must for an artist to have a record label.
Yep.
It is not. It is in this part of the it is in this part of the world that I see that almost every artist wants to have a record label. It is not a must. You can actually be under or in other climes. Not all of these artists have a record a record label.
Labels, of course.
Yeah.
But in Ruger's defense, he said that his future plan, what he was seeing for the future, wasn't aligning with what the label wanted, and that's why he left.
So you can grow, you can outgrow stuff.
Yes.
It is just natural. Change is just very constant. We are human beings, and there must be growth. You don't even want to be stunted somewhere. That is, you're just there, and nothing is happening in your life. I totally agree with him. I mean, if that is the way he wants it, we wish him all the best.
Yeah, for those who wanted an apology, he has apologized.
All right, let's move on. Ray J files for joint custody of his 2 children amid messy divorce. American singer, reality star Ray J is not letting go of his children as he wants to be included in their lives. Ray J has officially filed documents in response to his ex, Princess Love's request for the Superior Court of California to dissolve their 7-year union. After noting that they were splitting due to irreconcilable differences, Ray J's latest move was asking for joint legal and physical custody of their young kids, 5-year-old daughter Melody and 4-year-old son Epic. According to documents obtained by People, he notes that he and Princess Love will decide later how much money he will pay her for support. Additionally, Ray J stipulates that they will each handle the legal fees and costs. The paperwork also mentioned the dividing of their assets, which includes miscellaneous, jewelry, and other personal effects, as well as his income and what he saves after the separation, while other belongings and debts that belong to each party separately will be addressed later. This latest wrinkle in Ray J and Princess Love's marriage comes after the former's previous divorce filing in 2021. Since that dismissal was granted without prejudice, it allowed for the couple to refile for divorce if they wanted to, which Princess Love did earlier this year, making it the 4th time any of them will file, the first being in 2020. On February the 26th, the actress shared a lengthy statement announcing their latest split via Instagram almost 8 years after they got married in 2016, which captioned, "Trusting God with the next chapter of our lives. Peace and love always."
Peace and love always, and I wish you guys the very best, and I hope we don't hear about another comeback, and you guys should just settle everything amicably, because Ray J and Princess Love, wow. 4th time.
Yeah, they are so frustrating.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, okay, so to the public, every time these people, they're filing for divorce and then they're coming back. But this time around, I just want to believe that something tells me that maybe it will be the final one. Although,
because of the custody?
Maybe not because of the custody, because, you know, I think Ray J, I saw Ray J on the breakfast show, and, you know, they were reading something out to him, and he had to, like, use his shades to see. And the look on his face was like, you know, when you're shocked and you're embarrassed and you're disappointed at the same time. So he just had to, like, you know, put up a facade to make it look like, okay, he's a man. And then again, there was a karaoke with Princess Love and John Boyega, and they talked about it. And then his reaction, because, oh my man, it was in fact, no, that one, I saw it and I'm like, okay, so you know how a woman is feeling free and then she's singing, and John Boyega, they were touching, they were singing along, they were, and I'm like, Ray J, you're going to kill Ray J like this, because somehow I think that even if they have their differences and they have all the fights in the world, I just think that somehow they still have this feeling and they get jealous.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think so.
Maybe that's why they keep coming back.
Yeah, it's just so weird. It looks like something that I've seen in a Nollywood, Yoruba Nollywood before. Yeah, I think it was Ayomogaji and what's this man's name? You know, they were very weird. They were this couple. They will curse themselves. You know, they'll curse each other, and then they will. If you want to put you want to come in between them, you're done. Like they're going to finish you. And then later you see them after fighting in public, you will see them at home. They are all lovey-dovey and I'm like, are these people all right?
Maybe that's they feel that's igniting their relationship.
They were so weird. Because you know all those people that will fight and then at the end of the day, it is just two of them that will settle themselves.
Haven't you heard of people that said they do not want a relationship that is boring? They want a relationship where once in a while there's basketballs because that's what excites them. So
I don't know. That's weird, though. That's weird.
Anyway, we wish Ray J and Princess Love the very best.
Yeah.
Still on the entertainment news, Beyonce's daughter Rumi breaks the record for youngest female on the Billboard Hot 100. Beyonce's youngest daughter, Rumi Carter, has broken the record as the youngest female to have ever been included on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for Cowboy Carter. Billboard revealed that the 6-year-old girl whom the singer and her husband, Jay-Z, welcomed with twin brother, Sir Carter, broke the record for the youngest female artist featured on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart for our feature on Beyonce's chart-topping album, Cowboy Carter. Rumi secured the honors at 6 years and 9 months while appearing on a mother's song Protector, which debuted at number 42 on the streaming, airplay, and sales-based Hot 100, dated April 13. Rumi's new record topples the previous record holder, her older sister Blue Ivy, who became the youngest female artist on the chart in 2019 when she appeared on her mother's Brown Skin Girl at the age of 7. Brown Skin Girl, which peaked at number 76 on the Billboard Hot 100, is a collaboration which also had St. John and Wizkid, and it was featured on Beyonce's soundtrack album, The Lion King, The Gift.
I must say that I really love what Beyonce and Jay-Z are doing with their children. So they understand that, you know, that's the legacy that they can leave behind and they're already building them. However young they are already putting them in the limelight and they're already helping them to make money because, you know, I guess that they're going to be getting their own royalties too once all of these works are played and they're being used. So I really like it. I like when parents plan very well and when creatives, you know, do this, it really helps at the end of the day. I mean, that's all I can say. I'm really excited for this and I'm here for it. Okay,
so I've always expected maybe all Beyonce's children to do something in music because especially since Blue Ivy's debut, the Brown Skin Girl at the beginning, I was like, okay, what will she do with the others? I've been really, really curious. And in recent times, we've been seeing Jay-Z and Beyonce go out with Rumi. And I don't know, I'm sure Saint is also up to some genius
Even thing. Blue Ivy dances for the mother.
Yes, she does. So at the end of the day, this is something really amazing because imagine your own younger sister breaking your own record. Yeah. Not someone else from another family. Well, the Carter family stays winning and then Blue Ivy is still the youngest person to have charted on Billboard. So that's like a whole lot. Like see records in the house, everybody on Billboard, father, mother, daughters. that's a lot. Congratulations to the Carters.
All right. We will be back with Social View after this time out. Stay here with us. It's the fact that we're not dancing that leggings dance.
You
open and close. You know that you are the dancer in the house.
You do your leg like
that. One more. You now know that one. We're now dancing one posh dance for us. I was so shocked that Lega made a video of this particular song. I thought it was just cruise. It went ahead. Emi Lorette, eating money.
Is it easy to shoot video? Is it easy for cars to be waiting for you and bikes are waiting for people chasing you? It's not easy now.
Oh God, Lego that guy is a character.
He is.
Who likes to watch his videos?
His lives on
especially the rift between him and Eniola Badmus, looking for it does not, because I'm like, okay, how do you matchmake somebody and then you go for an interview and you now mention their name, that even this person, they say you're supposed to be discreet about it.
Even the people he matchmakes, do you see the way he insults them on live?
Oh my God.
Come on, get that! I'm like, how?
But sometimes I like the fact that it's strict to them, because some people just want to catch crews and just want to lie to those.
For sure.
Because he has a situation at hand. There is this situation that he said that the person who, okay, he actually matchmade some people and the guy is no more responsible for, and the guy impregnated the woman already. And so he's the one taking care of the baby. He was the one who did naming ceremony. Yes. So that's why sometimes it's very strict. But it's always just funny.
Well, enough about Lego Miami. Now let me welcome you to Socialville, the place you can get your daily fix of the fun and craziness going on in the world of social media. Shmani, are you ready?
I'm ready.
This one is different from Lego. This one is borrow, borrow. So this is a chat between two people, and the first person says, borrow me 2K. Then the response is, you need 2 guarantor, 3 passports, your daddy will come, your mommy will come, and your next of kin with 5 pages. Reasons you want to borrow money. And the person says, because of how much? And they say, you know, see Lakpo before you text me.
Well, I think that this money is very important to this person, and the person's level is quite different from, because some people might sit and say, just 2,000 naira. Anyway, I saw something online recently. They said that, you know how this Lapo Abi, Shebi, they're the ones who send messages to people when you owe them. So there was something like this. I don't know whether it's them or another organization. They had to like bring, they printed an obituary of this couple owing them.
They do it a lot. And if you find out how much it is, maybe 10 or 20,000 naira that they did obituary. Yes, they do it a lot. Maybe they've tried to read the person hasn't paid, they've sent messages to all the contacts, nobody's saying anything. The next thing, they do obituary. And now this 5K to 20K.
It's even the embarrassments, like people on your contacts.
There are even some that will call you.
You'll get messages.
Hello, your friend so-and-so is owing us 5,000 naira. Failure to... I'm like, over what? Maybe not the contact of those kind of people. Moving on, Thickums says, happy 6 decades to my son. I love you so much, Mulane. And then Mooms responds saying, I hope there's someone else to help. I hope there's someone else to help that child with maths homework. So this is what happens when you're not good with mathematics and you can't calculate, because happy 6th year birthday, say 6 decades to my son.
So I think that's not only mathematics. I think it's about English too. So you don't understand what a decade means. You think that, you know, a decade is 1 year, which is 10 years, and then a century is 100 years. So you don't get it, and then you say happy 6. So the person just wants to feel among and do something outside, you know, outside the norm, you know. Let me just say something. It's just very...
Could have said happy half a decade plus 1 year to my son.
Of course you can. Like, just say happy.
As the one use decade, may do half a decade plus 1 year. The decade still enter now, you know enter. It's set. Let's just move on, I beg. So this one is a reminder, we're taking you back in time. Who remembers when our parents used to say, you understand when you grow up? Do you understand now?
I think we should be doing a lot of apologies. Because there are so many things that you were just so ignorant to, and now it's your turn and you're finding out. I think that we should just go back home and apologize to our parents. And
then say a big thank you to them.
And say a very big thank you, because, oh, my man.
You know the people I'm pitying, the ones that were stubborn when they were young. And they had kids now take their character. They think it was easy for their mind that they showed their parents.
I have asked somebody this question before. I said, do you see your children in you? And when they behave like this, do you beat them? I told the person that, do you know that it will be a great sin if you beat them? Because this is what you do. Still do, Seth. So this is what you do. So he looked at me and I said, I hope, because, you know, But really,
People
because
will never
sometimes I
accept.
think about it too. I mean,
Yep.
seeing myself in my kids too. I don't know, maybe I will cringe. I'm like, hey.
That's why when some people are praying, they say, Father Lord, give me beautiful children that will not have my bad behavior. Oh. That's why I say, always be specific when you pray. Either you're asking for money or for a man or for your life partner or for anything or anybody, be specific. They don't give you anything you want. All right, still on Social View, this person is asking, puff puff and egusi soup, nice combo. And then somebody says, you be ex-convict. Because what is that?
We're still talking about this at the makeup room this morning. And enough of all this nonsense. This chefs,
thank you, because of blender.
You will blend jollof rice. You will say milky donut. You will say red velvet puff puff. And it will now be microwaved puff puff. That's, you know, like whatever happened to Mama Nkechi's puff puff at the junction?
I wonder.
Like, whatever happened to that? Something that is hot and you can afford. Then you go all the way to buy something worth 16,000 naira and then it is microwaved again. And you're not even enjoying it. Why? I don't even understand. Some combinations are very, very weird.
I don't understand.
I don't get it. Every time I go on social media, you see one chef making something. See,
Honeypot, once I go on social media and I see, did you know you could mix? I just don't move on. Because you've not seen where they use proper food and blend and call it smoothie. And they'll tell you that you get all the vitamins and chicken is in it.
I said,
how do you blend chicken?
I said I cannot even get over cooking jollof rice and then pouring it into blender. Like, why did you cook it in
I wonder. Why didn't you just blend pepper, blend the rice, mix it together? See, let's just move on. Let's just take this last one before we go. Those people, they are in another corner. At Shagun tweet says, send this woman pizza money. She went to market instead and now she's making stew with goat meat. Women are plenty, queens are rare. And then Jamal now responds, misappropriation is still misappropriation even when benevolent or beneficial to you. And it starts small. Tomorrow, you give her money for school fees and she'll use it to make stew with goat meat for you. Over to you, Honeypot. What do you think? Because you know they used to start from taking meat in the pot and
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about this whole thing, honestly. I just know that it is just good to appreciate people when they go, you know, beyond and above to make things happen. Just appreciate them. That does not now mean that, you know, they will now take it for granted and then you now be. So that's all I can say about it.
Okay, since you have said it all, I said that we are done with Social View for today and this week. And we hope you enjoyed every bit of the craziness. But we'll be back with our guests. So guys, stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. So we told you we have a guest, and our guest this afternoon is a very talented person, is a Nigerian-born singer and songwriter who mesmerizes audiences with his soulful melodies and captivating lyrics. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make a welcome to the show, Fumbi!
Yay!
Hey, Fumbi, it's so good to have you here again.
Thank
after
you
so many years.
I know.
Did you take any hiatus? Did you go on any hiatus? Did you take any break as such?
Yeah.
Because I was wondering and reading your bio, I'm like, okay, so you had works even afterwards because there was Serenade.
Exactly.
There was another one right now that has escaped me.
My Intentions.
And I'm like, okay, so it must have been that you took a break because that year, hallelujah. And I went on YouTube and I saw that it is 2.2 million views.
Yeah.
God. It was a thing. We really, really enjoyed it. We loved it. So you want to tell us about your journey? Where have you been? Talk to your fans.
Yeah, actually, after I released Hallelujah, I released a project called Serenade a few years after that. Yeah. And then I took a break because I wanted to really understand like what kind of sound I wanted to put forward, what I wanted to do next. And then as I was about to do that, I lost my dad. And so like the whole thing, the whole process of everything, I needed some time to step back and really like grieve properly before I was like fully in the music space, in the music mind, you know. And then I released My Intentions and I took a break again because I really wasn't, I thought I was fully okay to come back, but I wasn't. So I still needed to go back and like rehash everything, and so now I'm back with a new project.
Okay.
Love Lost.
Okay, so now that you've taken all of these breaks and you understand yourself,
yeah.
So what sound are you going to be giving us? And let's talk about your project.
Yeah. So I say that my sound is smooth and sensual.
Okay.
So like everything is like soulful, R&B. The core of my music is in R&B. So like it's essentially that with a sprinkle of other genres in there.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So lately, people have been going back and forth about Afrobeats. And so you'd hear maybe somebody say that, oh, they should not box them. They're not, you know, they can do Afrobeats. If they like, they can do another thing. And then you see some people from another school of thought entirely talk about Afrobeats and say, that is why we're not together. Like, you know, this is a discord being planted by the white people because Afrobeats is already your thing. It's an African thing. It's like an umbrella that everybody should come under, whether you do R&B or you do this. But now that you are already buying that idea of, okay, so I'm an African, but I don't do Afrobeats, like there is going to be that discord and people are going to forget about Afrobeats in a very, very, you know, short time. What is your take about that?
I think Afrobeat is even too big for anybody to forget about. It can never be forgotten. I think, me personally, I love R&B, but I also love Afrobeats. And you can't take the Africanness away from me because I was born here. Like, everything that I know is here. So it's really about how people work with the genres. Like, music is a universal thing. Like, whatever sound you make, you know, there are influences from different places. Like, if you hear my music as well, there's influence from Afrobeats as well. Like, you can hear it in the patterns and the rhythm of the music. Like, it's too big. It can't. Afrobeat cannot be forgotten.
So would you agree that it's just an umbrella that everybody should just be under when it comes to the African thingy?
Yeah, it is a wide umbrella. Like, I don't know if there's any particular artist that I would say is solely and uniquely Afrobeats. Everybody has like a different element. Afrobeat, I would say, is kind of like the base of like the cooking.
Okay.
It's like the dough of the pizza.
Maybe we shouldn't even call it a genre.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I would say.
All right. So music for you is something that you've done for a very long time. A lot of people are seeing you and they're wondering what is going on, who is this person? Because most times when Nigerian musicians take a break or a hiatus and they come back, people feel that they're new to the music scene. So the break you took, what have you discovered about the music business or the music journey that you feel will help you now and maybe make your music reach your audience, your desired audience, faster?
I think, first of all, I have to give props to all the people that have done great things and have been able to shed lights on the Nigerian music industry. Because right now the world is listening, the world is here. Like, you have all these big record labels here, and also they are helping other young artists that are still growing. You have people like the Orchard, who I work with, who help with distribution and all of these things, and they also even fund the music as well. So like, it's a beautiful thing in the sense that even in going away, I've realized that like the music has grown. There's more attention. People are more open to different genres of music. There's a broader reach, and like it's now. I mean, it's not easy, but there's a better chance to be a global artist even coming from here. You know, and I think that's a beautiful thing.
That's right. Okay, we'll go on this break, and we will be checking out Fumbi's intention. Yeah, so stay here with us.
So yes, he is the same person you saw in the video. He has started plaiting his hair and he still has his temples. Ladies, in case you were wondering.
And we're talking about different things. We're talking about piercing,
yes.
all that, just having like an identity. Yeah. But you know, there is something about a signature look for artists. You know that thing of, okay, you see somebody and you already know that this is, and there are some artists that you see them today, they look different. You see
tomorrow, yes.
So, I don't know. Have you ever thought about that? Like, maybe you want to just have a signature look that.
Yeah, I think it's actually a good idea to have a signature look, so people can always identify you wherever you are. You're unique, you stand out wherever you go. But there are people that, you know, whichever way works for them, you know, they can always stand out as a brand.
So why did you decide to keep your hair?
I just don't like not having hair.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so we just checked out your video, My Intentions. Take us through the creative processes of that, and let's talk about the project that you just dropped.
All right, so 2021 was when I released My Intentions, and it was, I mean, my producer sent me the beats, and I went to his studio, and then I was just freestyling, because I usually freestyle melodies into lyrics, so I was just freestyling the melody, you know, this thing ain't easy, and then from there, it just went into something, and then I developed it over that, yeah, and we shot the video, it was great, and then, but now, you know, I have a project, Love Lost, L-O-V-E-L-U-S-T. I always feel like I have to spell it just so that there's no confusion. And there's a 7-track EP. It's mainly, the core is in R&B, as I said. Okay. And yeah, it's a beautiful project. I'm very proud of it. It plays in, you know how sometimes you might think that you're in love, but there's something else, and you might think that, you know, it's just a physical thing, and then it can lead to something else. So the project is basically exploring those things, you know, love and pure desire.
Are there any real-life experiences?
It's all real-life experience, everything.
Oh, wow, I am so looking forward to seeing that word.
I am. So before we go, let's talk about what else you have to drop. And there's this question I've been wanting to ask you. So as an R&B artist, has your music helped you get a girlfriend, like serenading and all of that?
I think I am me before even my music. So, I mean, I have people that reach out because of music, but you know, it's all love, you know, as long as
they will be diplomatic.
Oh, so your social media handles for people who want to reach out to you?
Yeah, so I'm Fumbi Music on Instagram, Fumbi Official on Twitter, and actually Fumbi Music everywhere else, apart from Twitter.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much, Fumbi, for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
And we apologize that we're not going to be able to do Happiness is Free.
Yes.
We hope that we'll be able to give you that next week, okay? And we're going to be refreshing your memory with Hallelujah. Thank you once again, Fumbi, for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys so much. And we did the show with the beautiful Honeypot and myself, LadyCath Ariohades. And we're signing out with Fumbi.
Hallelujah.
See you guys on Monday, and also check the replay on Saturday. Bye for now, guys.